We're gonna go on a little POV drive. Also gonna test out this new phone camera that I got. I just upgraded my phone. I got a 16 Pro Max, and apparently it's supposed to be better at nighttime, so hopefully the quality is a little bit better. I do want to try to get a GoPro in the future. I have a GoPro, it's just an older one, so the quality's not really the best, but those newer GoPros, the quality is really good and they're not too expensive. So I'll probably try to get one of those soon, but I have been getting some new camera stuff. Obviously, we got the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. I just got an Osmo 3 for rollers and stuff. And then also I bought a camera for YouTube. I got a Sony A7 Mark III. I need to get a lens for that, but it's so expensive. Anyway, let's get a cold start on the car. Or I guess a warm start, since the car's already warmed up. But I've been thinking about it recently. I don't know if I should switch up the exhaust on this car. I think the car does sound good right now, but I'm just not sure if I should add anything. One of my sponsors sells some downpipes and stuff like that. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if we should mess with the exhaust or just leave it how it is. Also, another thing, I've had some people ask me how I film these POV drives, if it's for YouTube, if it's for whatever other platform. And I tell them the same thing. People don't believe it, but I'll turn on the light to show you guys. So this is the mount I use. It is like a GoPro mount with a like phone holder on it. And I mean, you can see this thing is like actually destroyed because I put this in my mouth to get the shot. Because if I wear a head mount, it's way too high. If I wear a chest mount, it's too low. So this is the best thing, unless I wore like a helmet and had a helmet mount. That would be like the same angle. But yeah, this is what I use to get the best angle in my opinion. Also, I don't know if anyone who has a B8, B8.5, but the backup camera, mine has been so glitchy sometimes, or it just won't work at all. So if anyone else has had that problem, let me know how you fixed it or if you can fix it. But I've thought about just upgrading the camera because I have a dash cam that actually came with a new reverse camera, so I could always put that on. I also have talked to someone about upgrading this screen right here. It's sort of a controversial topic about getting like the screen that's bigger and it sits out. Some people don't like it. I think it looks pretty good, but there's this company that sells one that's in the OEM spot. It's just a little bit bigger and it has Apple CarPlay. I think that one is pretty sick. I also switched the car back to just a 92 tune since it's winter time. I thought it was gonna snow a lot more, so I didn't want to leave E85 in the tank if I did let my car sit for a while. So I switched the car back to 92. It does feel a little slower, but I don't know if it's because it's really cold outside, but I feel like the burbles are way louder than they were when it was warmer out. Like sometimes I'll just get one that is just so absurdly loud. And I don't know if you guys have heard the burble tune from Jackal, where it's just like the single gunshot. I'm still waiting for that tune to come out, and I'll flash that on my car and drive around and see how it compares to the tune I have right now. Also, another thing, I just talked to Vast AZ today, and they gave me an update about my ported blower. He said that he just finished porting it, and he thinks he's going to ship it out before this weekend. He just has to powder coat it, and I did get it a special color. I have never seen anyone else do their blower in this color. I think it's going to look really good. Let me know what color you guys think I did. I don't think anyone has guessed it yet, but hopefully we get that soon and we can install that, and then I can finally install my titanium intake and the bigger throttle body, and hopefully the car feels faster. I did get a race port from them, so I mean, after that, this car is going to be like maxed out unless I do like water meth injection or I don't know, anything else that's just like really expensive. Dude is flying in that thing. I also feel like I get a lot of people that ask me how many miles are on my car. We actually just hit 128,000, and since I've owned this car, I mean, it's been nothing but reliable for the most part. I bought this car with like 106,000 miles, and I only bought it, well, mainly because of the spec of this car and the fact that literally not even like 5,000 miles before I bought it, there was probably over $10,000 in maintenance done, like the timing chains, just like other normal things that go wrong, like water pump, thermostat, PCV, all of that stuff was replaced. So, I mean, I sort of got a really good deal since all of that stuff was taken care of. And also there were a lot of mods on this car that I like wouldn't have to pay for. Like, it was already dual pulley, it had an intake, it had a different exhaust and wheels, it was lowered. I did change almost all of that stuff, but for just buying a car and not having to drive it stock, it was a pretty good deal that I got on this. But so far, I mean, these motors are super reliable if you do your maintenance. It is expensive, but if you do everything at once, because you have to take the supercharger off, it will be way cheaper than just doing one thing at a time. But overall, really good platform, especially for the price. have also talked about recently, I posted something on Instagram and asked if I should wrap this car, and if I do wrap it, what color. I never wanted to wrap this car because of the color. I mean, it's the only one that Audi made in this color, which is really cool. But I mean, wraps are temporary. I could always take it off and go back to the paint, but also it would protect the paint. So, I mean, there's upsides and downsides to both. But also, I am just trying to think of like what I could wrap a new car. I have been trying to look for something else to build. I've asked on social media and asked what kind of car you guys want to see me build. I personally want to build an F82 M4. I think that is like the next thing I should get. It's a different platform, so new people can come and watch, and I think an M4 just looks really good. I'm just haven't found a good spec, honestly. A lot of people have been telling me to build another Audi. I think another Audi would be cool. I just don't think it would really expand the channel, or I don't know, because I already have an Audi. I just feel like getting another Audi, I don't think it makes too much sense. But if I did get another Audi, a B9 RS5, a B9 S5 Coupe, people have said to get an S6 or an S7, something with the 4.0, the twin turbo V8, which would be pretty cool. But I just don't think I'm gonna get another Audi, to be honest. So if you guys got any suggestions other than an M4, but let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. But in my opinion, I think an M4 is definitely the way to go. These roads are actually so bad. There are the fattest potholes everywhere, and they do not fix them, which is crazy to me. I can't even explain the amount of times that I have cracked a wheel from the potholes here. Like, in total, I've probably cracked like a wheel maybe 6 or 7 times. There was actually just a cop parked in one of the spots, undercover, which means he's probably walking around down here. And I've actually had a cop that was walking around down here jump in front of my car because he was being too loud when it was burbling. That's a YouTube video that I posted years ago. But anyways, I did get a new part for the S5. It's another trunk lip. So I've probably had 3 different kinds of trunk lips. The one I have on my car right now, I like. I just think it looks a little too small. So I did get a new trunk lip. I'm going to be putting that on, and you guys can see how it looks. I think it's going to look really good. It's a little bit bigger than any trunk lip I've had before, but it's not the one that's like excessively too big. So I'll put that on and you guys can see it. I think it'll look pretty good, but we're gonna put it on and see how it looks compared to the other 2 I have. And also, we did just put on this vented carbon fiber hood from Auto Performance. If you guys didn't see that last YouTube video, definitely go check it out. I think it completely changed the entire look of this car. And people were saying it was probably one of the best mods I've done to this car so far. And in my opinion, I definitely agree with it. But the big thing with the hood, people are saying to paint it. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it looks pretty good, just exposed carbon. Because if I paint it, I can't go back. It would be a different story if I wrap the car, because then I could like just peel off the wrap and it would still be exposed carbon. So that's sort of another reason I thought about wrapping the car. We could wrap the hood and see how it looks wrapped and leave like the vents exposed carbon. I honestly thought about not posting POV drives anymore, because I want to do just more like, I guess, videos modding the car or, you know, stuff like that. But if you guys like the POV drives, let me know in the comments. I know I did have the first YouTube video I posted, it's like at 300k views, and it seems like a lot of people like them, but let me know what you guys think, if I should keep making POV drives or if there's like anything different I should do. I thought about putting like a mic in the engine bay and in by the exhaust so you could hear the supercharger and the exhaust a little bit better. I just need to get some good quality mics, but yeah, let me know what your guys' opinions are. So my car is really dirty right now because it's been raining and snowing and I haven't been able to wash it. but I thought I'd come here. This is a really sick spot to take pictures and stuff. There's like a big circle up there. That's another parking level, and taking pictures and stuff from up there and your car's parked down here, it looks pretty cool. So I'm just gonna park, get a thumbnail. I'll show you guys the hood for anyone that didn't watch the video. So this is the hood. If you guys haven't seen the YouTube video or anything on social media, I mean, this thing, I mean, you guys can't say it doesn't look good. Originally, I was going to buy a carbon hood from someone on Instagram, and he had the one from Rezo Sport, which is basically the same as this hood. It just has this single like middle vent. It doesn't have the ones on the sides, which I thought looked pretty good. Just because it was like simple, it looked clean. But this one has grown on me with the vents on the side. I think it looks really aggressive. But I mean, yeah, just the whole thing, just exposed carbon. I just love how it looks. And I know people always comment about this paint chip on the bumper. This happened when I actually picked this car up from the body shop and we were driving back over the pass. There was so much snow and semis were dropping these huge ice chunks, and it literally just, I couldn't swerve around it. It took off my front lip, so I had to get a new front lip. It completely cracked this front bumper and like destroyed something on the bumper underneath. This bumper also is just destroyed. It has paint chips around the lights everywhere. So I'm going to get a new front bumper in spring once it's done snowing, and I'll get that painted. Maybe a new front lip, so the whole car is just mint. So I need to get a new front bumper. The rear bumper, I've showed this before, but when my car got hit by that person, it destroyed the quarter panel, but also this rear bumper, it like cracked like the bracket like behind this, and the body shop fixed it, but it started to split again. So I'm not sure if I just get a new rear bumper, which is sort of expensive, or if I can just see if this can get fixed, but like it just pops out, it doesn't stay flush. But yeah, I have thought about, instead of just getting another stock bumper, I could get an RS bumper, but I don't know how I feel about that, because I really like this diffuser. I like the quad tips. An RS bumper, I would have the oval tips, and there's only like 2 diffusers for that bumper. And I mean, they're fine. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I could get that and it would save me a lot of money instead of having to buy one. But I'm going to get some videos and then I'll pick this back up once we leave. I'll actually give you guys a quick montage of the car. So let's start that right now. Okay, got some videos. Let's get out of here. I need to get bags for this car so bad. Number one priority if they weren't so expensive. So, if there's anyone watching this that owns bags and wants to sponsor, hit me up. Or if you got used bags and they're still good and it's a good price, let me know. Send me a DM. Ah. Oh no. Okay, that's it for this video. If you guys haven't seen my most recent video where we installed this hood, definitely go check that out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.